Warning to ministers
Don't
and
get to a
pastors.
point where you can sleep in the midst of a storm. Don't get to that point. Go and ask Jonah. Don't get to that point where God is trying to get your attention through his spirit, but he can't get your attention. Why? Because you have seared your conscience. Nothing speaks to you anymore. And I'm going to say this particularly to ministers and pastors. Listen, the day you stop being convicted of sin, take a step back from ministry. If not, you become dangerous to the people you are leading. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If you find yourself that you are no longer convicted by the Holy Spirit, take a step back. You are headed towards a long road that is dangerous. You see, God works with peace in two ways. He either releases it or he takes it away. Either ways, it is beautiful. One is a response of approval. The other is a warning to us. And we must embrace both with open arms. When as a believer you begin to get into decisions where you are no longer peaceful, I want you to calm down and understand that God is trying to get your attention somewhere or somehow, and use it very beautifully. And in this season, God is saying, if I'm trying to get your attention and I can no longer get it, that to any point you can do anything, even come to church, do anything, even do atrocities in church, you are not in a good place. God is saying that you need that conviction to arise again. This is not God guilt-tripping you. That's a godly grief. And guess what? Conviction leads to freedom. Because a lot of times, when we get into things we don't do, and when we do it over time, we become irresponsive in the spirit. We can no longer respond to stimulation. We begin to see compromise as a normal thing. We don't feel what God feels about sin again. Our appetite begins to shift. We begin to lose the ability to enjoy what we used to feed on. How many of you once had your personal devotion of maybe 1 hour, 2 hours? Let me see you here. But then when you remember that you need to pray but you are not praying, something in you rises. Are you following me? That's a blessing from God. Because when you get to a point when if you don't pray again, you are comfortable with it, something is wrong with you. Or you get to a point that you do anything, you go anywhere, you say anything, you watch anything, and you're comfortable with it, you come to church and you're okay with it. Something is really wrong in your spirit. But when you can still feel that conviction from within you, that is a blessing from God.